The deep sea, a realm of perpetual darkness, an alien world within our own. It exists thousands of meters below the surface where sunlight fails to penetrate. It's a place of immense pressure, crushing cold, and eerie silence, broken only by the echoes of creatures unseen. The deep sea is a realm of mystery where we've only just begun to scratch the surface of what lies below. But what we have found is both fascinating and terrifying. For centuries, the deep sea was considered a barren wasteland, a place devoid of life, too hostile to support even the hardiest of creatures. But how wrong we were. Technological advancements in recent decades have allowed us to venture further into the abyss than ever before. And what we've discovered has challenged our understanding of life itself. The deep sea is teeming with creatures stranger and more wondrous than anything we could have imagined. Creatures with bioluminescent lures, razor-sharp teeth, and bodies adapted to withstand unimaginable pressure. Creatures that have evolved unique and often terrifying ways to survive in this unforgiving environment. The deep sea is not for the faint of heart. It is a place of constant danger, where survival is a daily battle. But it is also a place of immense beauty and wonder. A place that holds the key to understanding the origins of life on Earth and perhaps even beyond. Imagine a world without sunlight, a world of eternal darkness where the only light comes from the creatures that inhabit it. This is the reality of the deep sea. At depths of 200 meters, the sunlight begins to fade, and by 1,000 meters, it vanishes completely. The lack of sunlight has a profound impact on the creatures that live here. Many have evolved to be blind, relying on other senses to navigate and hunt. Others have developed enormous eyes, highly sensitive to the faintest glimmer of bioluminescence. The pressure at these depths is also immense. For every 10 meters of depth, the pressure increases by 1 atmosphere. This means that at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth, the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than at the surface. To survive this crushing pressure, deep-sea creatures have evolved unique adaptations. Many have soft, gelatinous bodies that can withstand the pressure without collapsing. Others have developed internal air sacs that help them maintain buoyancy. The darkness of the deep sea hides a menagerie of predators, each more bizarre and terrifying than the last. These creatures have evolved to become perfect hunting machines, equipped with an arsenal of deadly weapons. Take, for example, the anglerfish. This fish has a fleshy growth on its head that acts as a lure, dangling a bioluminescent light in front of its gaping maw. When a curious prey fish gets too close, the anglerfish strikes with lightning speed, its razor-sharp teeth snapping shut with bone-crushing force. Then there's the viperfish, with its needle-like teeth so long they can't even fit inside its mouth. The viperfish uses these teeth to impale its prey, delivering a venomous cocktail that paralyzes its victims. But perhaps the most iconic deep-sea predator is the giant squid. This creature can grow to over 40 feet long, with eyes the size of dinner plates and tentacles lined with hundreds of razor-sharp suckers. The giant squid is a fearsome predator, capable of taking on prey much larger than itself. In the abyssal depths where sunlight never reaches, life has found a way to create its own light. Bioluminescence, the ability of living organisms to produce light, is a common phenomenon in the deep sea. Many deep-sea creatures use bioluminescence for a variety of purposes. Some use it to attract mates, others to lure prey, and still others to startle or confuse predators. Bioluminescence is a dazzling example of the ingenuity of life in the face of adversity. But the deep sea is not just home to strange creatures, it also harbors some of the most extreme environments on Earth. Hydrothermal vents, for example, are fissures in the ocean floor that spew out superheated water, rich in minerals and chemicals. These vents support a unique ecosystem of creatures that have adapted to survive in this toxic and scalding environment. Giant tube worms, blind crabs, and ghostly white shrimp cluster around these vents, feeding on the bacteria that thrive in the mineral-rich water. Section 5. Myriad eyes, unseen. The creatures of the deep sea have evolved a dazzling array of adaptations to survive in their lightless world. Many have developed senses far beyond our own, allowing them to navigate, hunt, and communicate in the pitch black. Some deep-sea fish have enormous eyes, highly sensitive to the faintest glimmer of light. Others have abandoned sight altogether, relying instead on their sense of touch or smell. The tripod fish, for example, has elongated fins that it uses like feelers, probing the ocean floor for prey. Many deep-sea creatures have also developed the ability to detect vibrations in the water. This is known as lateral line sensing, and it allows them to sense the movements of other creatures, even in complete darkness. The deep sea is a symphony of unseen signals, a world where creatures communicate and interact using a language we are only just beginning to understand. Section 6. The lurking unknown. Despite our growing knowledge of the deep sea, it remains a vast and largely unexplored realm. Scientists estimate that we have only identified a small fraction of the species that live in this vast and mysterious ecosystem. Every year, new and more bizarre creatures are discovered, challenging our understanding of what is possible in the natural world. From giant isopods to goblin sharks, the deep sea is a treasure trove of evolutionary wonders. But the deep sea is not just home to strange and wonderful creatures. It also hides secrets that could have a profound impact on our understanding of the planet. For example, scientists believe that the deep sea plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate. The deep ocean absorbs vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. However, as the ocean absorbs more CO2, it becomes more acidic, which can have harmful effects on marine life. Section 7. The pressure of darkness. The deep sea is a place of extremes. Not only is it incredibly dark and cold, but the pressure at these depths is immense. The weight of the water above exerts a crushing force, enough to crush a human being like an eggshell. To survive in this high-pressure environment, deep-sea creatures have evolved a number of adaptations. Many have soft, gelatinous bodies that can withstand the pressure without collapsing. Others have developed internal air sacs that help them maintain buoyancy. The pressure also affects the way that sound travels in the deep sea. Sound waves travel faster and farther in water than they do in air, and the pressure of the deep ocean amplifies this effect. This means that creatures that rely on sound to communicate, navigate, and hunt have had to adapt to this unique acoustic environment. Some deep-sea creatures have evolved extremely sensitive hearing, while others have developed the ability to produce and interpret low-frequency sounds. Section 8. An Echolocation Symphony. In the absence of light, sound becomes the primary sense for many deep-sea creatures. Echolocation, the ability to navigate and locate objects by emitting sound waves and interpreting the echoes, is a common adaptation in this lightless world. Whales, dolphins, and some species of deep-sea fish use echolocation to create a sonic map of their surroundings. By emitting a series of clicks, chirps, and whistles, and then listening for the echoes, these creatures can determine the size, shape, distance, and even the internal structure of objects in their environment. The deep sea is a symphony of clicks, whistles, and groans as creatures use sound to communicate, hunt, and navigate in the darkness. This constant acoustic chatter creates a rich and complex soundscape, a testament to the ingenuity of life in the face of adversity. Section 9. Treasures and Terrors. The deep sea, while a source of both wonder and terror, holds immense potential for humanity. It is a vast reservoir of untapped resources, from mineral deposits to novel biological compounds with potential medical and industrial applications. However, this potential comes with a responsibility to explore and exploit these resources sustainably. Deep-sea ecosystems are fragile and slow to recover from damage, and we must proceed with caution to avoid causing irreparable harm. The deep sea is a reminder of how much we have yet to discover about our own planet. It is a place of endless fascination and boundless potential, but also a place of immense power and unforgiving nature. As we venture further into the abyss, We must do so with respect and a commitment to preserving this unique and invaluable ecosystem for generations to come.